It's story time. On the count of 3, let's say the story bag poem and see what's inside. 1, 2, 3. Story bag, what have you to say? Story bag, what's in you today? We have a rabbit, a pig, a horse, a dog. There's even a dragon in here, and many more animals as well. This is an ancient Chinese myth called the Chinese Zodiac. Story ears open, story mouths quiet, story buckles buckled, and let us begin. Once upon a time, long ago when the world was new, the people were very, very boring. They had no personalities, no interesting characteristics. The people were exactly the same, dull, characterless, and plain. They were like toast without butter or jam. The animals, on the other hand, were very different. They were loaded with personality traits and interesting characteristics. It was decided that the animals would have to share some of their personalities with the people to make them more interesting. 13 animals were chosen, the ones with the best characteristics. Each animal would take a turn for a year and share their personalities with the babies born during that year. Then another animal would take a turn and share their personalities until all of the animals had a turn. Then they would repeat it in the same order for all eternity. To determine the order, the animals would have a race. They would start in the desert, run through a dark forest, climb a mountain, and swim across the river to the city. Whoever tagged the city gate first would be number 1, then 2, 3, 4, and so on. All 13 animals were excited about the race. There was an ox, a dog, a rabbit, a horse, a pig, a sheep, a monkey, a tiger, a dragon, a rooster, a snake, a cat, and a rat. The rat wanted to win most of all, but she was worried that the cat would win. On the day before the race, the tricky rat visited the cat and said, "Have you heard the news? The race has been changed. It's not tomorrow, but the day after. So tomorrow you can have all the catnaps you want." The cat believed her, and on the day of the race, only 12 animals arrived. The cat missed the race altogether, and that is why there are only 12 animals in the Zodiac. On the morning of the race, the animals stood on the starting line and were given, "On your mark, get set, go!" A great cloud of dust arose. When the air cleared, only 2 animals were still in the desert, the dog and the pig. The pig sat down and said, "Phew, I'm tired already." The dog said, "Hurry up, pig. If you don't run, we'll lose." "It's so hot," said the pig. "I'm sweating like a pig. You go on without me." "I don't want to leave you behind," said the dog. "You're my friend." "Well, then let's just walk," said the pig. "We can have a wonderful time together." And they did. They were last. The pig was 12th and the dog was 11th. Both of these animals have wonderful personalities. The pig is honest and fair, and the dog is loyal and true. The dragon and the rooster were the only animals with wings, and they flew high over the desert. The rooster looked down and saw a farm at the edge of the forest and said, "Let's go down and get a drink." As they were drinking, the rooster heard a disturbance in the chicken coop. He hurried over and asked, "What's the problem here?" The chicken said, "Help! There's a fox!" "Stand back, ladies," said the rooster, and he charged the fox and chased it out of the chicken coop. The chickens were delighted and said, Would you stay with us? We need a strong, brave rooster like you." The trustworthy and sociable rooster stayed for a while. He finished the race in 10th place, and the dragon flew on. The monkey and the sheep traveled together and made it into the dark forest. When the moon rose high, it was full, and they found that they were standing on the edge of a lake. The monkey gazed into the water and saw her reflection on the surface and said, "Wow, look how cute I am! I'm not leaving this place when I'm looking so adorable." So the vain monkey stayed for a while and finished the race in 9th place. The charming monkey is thought to be the smartest one in the Zodiac. The skittish sheep was alarmed and said, "You're not going? I can't go if you don't go. I'd be too afraid to go by myself. I might get lost. Oh no, I'll just stay right with you, monkey." And the sheep became 8th. He's the shyest, but he's also the most creative of the Zodiac. The horse and the snake made it into the forest, and even though the horse couldn't see well in the dark, he kept galloping like the wind. And because he couldn't see where he was going, he kept bumping into trees. "I can't see in the dark," he snorted. "I have perfect night vision," said the snake. "But I can't run. I don't have any legs." "Why don't we team up then?" suggested the horse. "I can be your legs, and you can be my eyeballs." The snake crawled up to the horse's head, and the horse began to gallop. "Take a left here," said the snake. "Don't tell me what to do," said the horse. "Quick, turn!" cried the snake. "No," answered the horse, and wham! The horse bumped into another tree. And because the horse was so stubborn and refused to listen to the snake, they got lost, and it took them ages to find their way out. As a result, the hard-headed but humble horse was 7th, and the quiet, deep-thinking snake was 6th. The tiger, the rat, and the rabbit climbed the mountain and were on their way down when the dragon caught up to them. "Beware, my friends," warned the dragon. "There is a pack of bloodthirsty wolves waiting to devour us at the finish line. But don't worry, the Bear of Heaven has agreed to guard them until we finish the race. I'm going to help keep everyone safe," said the dragon. And off he went. The kind-hearted, energetic dragon kept his promise and came in 5th. The tiger, the rat, and the rabbit arrived at the river's edge. They could see the finish line on the other side of the river, but none of them liked to swim. The tiger and the rabbit said, "Let's find another way across so we don't have to get wet." So they took the long way. The gentle but ambitious rabbit finished 4th, and the patient, noble tiger finished 3rd. The rat wanted to win, but she knew if she jumped into that water, she would drown like a rat. The rat saw the ox climbing down from the mountain and waited at the river's edge for the ox to arrive. As the ox stepped into the river, the tricky rat stopped him and said, "Be careful. There's danger in the water, but I can help you. I will stand on your head and be the lookout and tell you if I see any trouble." The kind, patient ox agreed, and the rat hopped onto his head. The ox swam across, and when they were just about to reach the other side, the rat shouted, "Shark, turn around!" The ox turned around and started swimming in the other direction, but the rat jumped off his head, swam to the other side, ran to the city gate, and became the winner. When the ox finally made it to the city gate and saw the rat, he said, "You tricked me, you little rat." The ambitious, hard-working rat was first, and the patient, thoughtful ox was second. And that is the order of the Chinese zodiac, and so it has been for thousands of years. And there be my story, be it bitter or sweet. Take what you like, but leave enough for me to eat.